Okay, y'all, I'm finishing up my eyelashes. I'm just so slow this morning. I don't know what my problem is. I'm very, very slow. Okay, so I gotta look up coffee. Okay, so we have got the liner on, we've got eye makeup on, and we didn't do blush. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna use my Sigma blush kit, and we're gonna go with the middle two, which is Pinkin and Mauve. Pinkin and Mauve. That's the two I'm gonna use. A blend of those two. Or actually, you know what? I may put a little of this. Let's use this as a almost like a bronzer. And I'm using the butt end, the short end of my blush. Oh! And I'm going to put it right down. See where there's a natural indentation? There's not much of one. It's okay. It's okay. And that's just how I'm going to mark it. With that butt end. Here. See how it's marked? Now blend it in. And I'm going to put a little pink on there to kind of blend that out a little bit. And then smile and go right up to the chinks. We've got some pink on there. And yeah, let's use pink to blend this kind of orangey tone out. But I used more of a darker tone on purpose to do the contouring piece. Now we're just kind of brightening it up with some blush on the cheeks. Going around the outer part of the hairline, especially right up there at the corner where the part is. And see how it just kind of brings the light to here because you put dark around here. Just make sure you blend it good. You don't want like this orange line, right? Go under your nose and blow out while you do it. Okay, that was way too much, so I'll fix that though. We're going to go right here to the ball of the chin and down, and then either side under there to get the fatty to look like it recedes. I'm kind of using a blend of both these colors for this. And then making a line, and then make sure you blend down. Make sure you blend down there. I'm going to go again, make a line, and make sure you blend down. Make sure you blend down. You don't want just a line there, y'all. And then just the bulbous part of the chin. Just make sure you blend it. And then whatever's left, just make sure you blend all over. A little on the bridge of the nose. And make sure we blend off any excess brown under there. Alright, and you don't want to blend the brush right here or here, because that is what's giving you the indented look. Now, a lot of people stay right back up here and then blend it out. I come down because I have chipmunk cheeks and I'm trying to make a demarcation look there on purpose. But I have a foundation brush with nothing on it. I'm going to start right here and just kind of make sure there is no blush there. I don't want blush there. And then same thing on either side. You can also tone your nose down. In other words, there's no makeup here, so this is a good just using a blank brush or a blush that was for a lighter color, like a powder brush or a foundation brush. Always make sure that you do afterwards wipe it off with your little makeup, because that is now got pink on it, so I'm going to get that off. But it's just good to get the edges, like see where there was a line right there. I'm just going to right in front of it kind of blend that line out, make sure that I don't look, unblended. There, that's the look. So now it's time for that mascara. We've already curled our lashes about 200 hours ago. So I'm going to use this, swirl it around, don't go in and out because that just takes air down in there and dries it out. And when you pull it out, I'll go, and that little curly tip on the end is what you use to tip your lashes with. And you just go over the tip ends, just back and forth. And I rest my hand right on my chin to keep it steady. I'm going to have these little inner lashes go towards the nose. Whoops, I made a boo-boo. This is also a good time to have your little makeup. What am I trying to say? Towel handy. And then I'm going to tip the outer lash right towards the ear. And now, I'm going to make sure my hair is back. Oops, that's not blended. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to go from root, wiggle. All the wiggle does is get it on either side of the lash really good. See, and I do it slow. Lots of people, am I doing this in the whole video? I'm sorry. I do this very slow. A lot of people do it really fast, and I feel like that's imprecise, and you have a lot of errors. Then you got to, off camera, you got to fix them. I don't edit, so I don't have an off camera to fix it. Now when I get down here, I do a big time wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle down. Wiggle, wiggle down. And the reason I do that is I want to make sure I get that, that base really, really well. And that's a really good first pass for this mascara. Especially because it's a brand new one, I'm noticing. And again, I'm going around and around. Here's the little tip end. And we're going to use that for the tip end of the lashes. And all this does is it makes sure that you got the tip ends, for one thing, so that when you're going from the root to the end of the lash, it gives something for that mascara to come to and complete. And also, when you turn sideways, so many times I see people with long lashes, and they've gone from the base, and they got the base and halfway up good, but they didn't pull all the way through to the end, and so they have an incomplete lash. You can see little blondish or brownish tip ends that have no coverage. Now, some people feel like it's a more natural look to not have coverage there. If that's your thing, you go for it. But for me, I want full coverage on my lash. I want to look like I completed it. That really is good for a first pass. I love this mascara. This, again, is the Maybelline Rocket Volume. And again, wiggle down. Wiggle, wiggle down. And what you're doing is you're depositing mascara at the very base of the lash. It's almost like going to drop a little bit of a line there. Okay, so that's first pass. You could do just this for the day. I like at least 2 passes. I want a mascara look. Other people just have long or really black lashes, or they just want a natural look and they don't want to add more. I want to look like I have mascara on my lashes. Like mascara, not my lashes. So I'm going to retip them just a little bit, because now it's dried a little, so the tips are really going to show up now. Do you see the difference? Because what is it? What makes the lashes look bigger and longer? When it dries and you put another layer on, you're just building mascara, and nobody wants to tell you that's the real trick, is how well it dries. That's why waterproof always looks better and certainly lasts longer. And it's because from the last time that I put some on, it's already dry. And so now I'm building on top of what was there, so it's going to look thicker, because the shafts will look thicker. My lashes didn't get any thicker. It's just going to look thicker. Oops. A little boo-boo. So now that's 2 to 1. See how this is more feathery on the end than that? Watch. Squint your eyes a little so you can get those tips and they don't get back up in there in the crease and hit there. Do you see how the tips are showing up even more now? That's because it's building on when I did it before. And now again, start on the outer area. Really open your eyes so you can get all the way to the base. And slowly pull out and get a nice straight line. Give you good coverage. Couple through there. Get off any clumps. Now some people like clumps. Okay, see, look how much better it looks. Do that again over here because it didn't take as much. Take as well, I should say. And each time you pass over this, it's going to get thicker and thicker because you're building up product. So some people like to do a lot of building. They'll go 3 and 4 coats. I usually like to go 2 to 3, depending on the mascara, depending on how it's going with that mascara. Okay, and then I do go ahead and tip the lower lashes. You got to squint, so lift them. And then I go straight up and down with the tip end of the wand. And all that's doing is adding mascara on the very tip ends. It just really makes them look long. And the top. So look at the difference in this eye. I keep looking at the viewfinder, y'all, sorry. And that eye. Had a little clump there. There. Oops. There, it's getting a little too clumpy. But because, what I like about this is a comb brush, if that makes any sense. They're little plastic tip ends. I'm going to tip this end. Straight up and down. Just makes them look longer. Yep. There. Yeah, you might have to use the tip to kind of pull some of them apart because they'll get clumpy. So you can use the tip. And if the tip's still got too much product on it for that to work, then one of the things you can do, that actually splattered. That's so weird. That actually did splatter. Something weird. I think that is oh, it's this little tip in of mascara. There. So there, that's the look. But if you needed to get some off that this is not getting off because it has mascara on it, then you can use a spoolie brush to kind of get some off. I have little dog hairs on mine, so that doesn't typically work. Or I have a little metal comb for lashes that you can just kind of comb back through, and it takes off any excess for you that way. Anyway, that's it for the day, and I hope this is my look for the day, y'all. And I hope y'all have enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon.